Hello.
How's it going? I'm
Hello.
Fayley.
Andrea, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Come in. The thing I love about couchsurfing is just that you are exposed to a whole side of a particular place that you wouldn't otherwise be exposed to.
It's the easiest way to meet locals and to get the first and best information about, I don't know, city, where to go, what to see.
And I could say without hesitation it's the best website I've ever been part of, because I've met amazing people who I've stayed in touch with, and I've had the experience of hosting someone and then travelling to their country and being hosted by them. So it's that reciprocal principle. Trust is a big part of couchsurfing, and I think the reference system, which operates very similar to the feedback on TradeMe, basically you can look at someone's profile and see if someone's left them positive or negative feedback. And for example, with Andrea, when I saw that she had already had a number of positive feedback, it kind of puts me at ease, so I don't worry. But I think in general, people who are willing to put themselves out there on a social networking site, which is mainly used by young people, by and large they're going to be open-minded and trustworthy people. So I've gained trust by the experiences I've had. I haven't had many negative experiences, so it's easy for me to have trust in people who come to stay. Some people use the website to pick up, and I don't think that definitely shouldn't be how it's used, but I think it's kind of inevitable that you get young people staying around with each other, that sometimes that's going to happen. And for example, in Rome, I noticed that a lot of the Italian guys had profile photos of themselves topless or flexing their muscles and stuff like that, and they'd have under their preference for who to host, girls only. But as far as bad experiences, I haven't had anything really bad. In Cambodia, I was hosted by a Nigerian guy who was quite into hostess clubs, which are kind of like pseudo brothels, and he took me along to one just after I'd arrived from a long haul flight, and I was kind of uncomfortable and told him that I'd like to go home, and I went outside and he said, "Oh, don't worry, I'll be there in a minute," and I waited outside for 2 hours. So yeah, he was actually a nice guy, but I think some people's way of life might be a little bit different to yours, and even if you read the references, you might find that you just don't quite click.
Yeah, I think couchsurfing is way better than staying in hostel, for sure. I had like many bad experience with staying in hostels or hotels or I don't know, guest house, but not really bad experience with couchsurfing. So, and for hostel you have to pay, but couchsurfing is free, so that's it.
I think it's always in your hands, so if you feel that the host is not legit, you can leave. It's never like you get forced to stay. If you felt uncomfortable, you could tell the host, "Oh, I'm not happy here," or "I feel like leaving." I've never had a situation where I've said before time I'm going to leave, because I've never clashed with someone that bad. But I think there could be situations where someone does feel very uncomfortable and may want to leave. It certainly gives you a window into a side of a particular place that you might not otherwise get. Yeah, I've made awesome friends from a lot of different countries, and I think couchsurfing helped make that possible. I've got to go to work quite early tomorrow morning, so I'll try and be quiet, but feel free to just come in and out as you like tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow night. Bye.
Good night.